is the ultimate weapon. She is his sister, and he must turn her to stone. The door slowly opens, revealing the massive interior of the experimentation chamber. After a few steps, Emil removes his blindfold and slowly opens his eyes. His sister lurks before him, which looks nothing like the girl he once knew. Instead, he sees a savage beast crawling on all fours through the shredded remains of researchers. As the thing that had been his sister stops and tilts its head in Emil's direction, he focuses his gaze on it. A series of soft crunching sounds emerge from the creature as his magic does its terrible work. First the fingers, then the hands, arms, legs, head. The little color the beast once possessed fades to a dull ashen gray. And yet, somehow, it summons what strength remains and pulls itself toward Emil, one slow, lumbering effort at a time. Wailing, the massive monstrosity closes in. Is she worried about me? Or is she coming to kill me? Emil feels prepared to accept either outcome. After all, this was his older sister, the person he loved more than anyone in the world. Hello, The moment Emil speaks, number 6 comes to a sudden halt. Silence descends on the chamber as the siblings stare at each other. I'm sorry, Lou, but everyone says you're too powerful. They say it's too dangerous unless I seal you away. I'm so sorry. As Emil watches her body begin to turn to stone once more, number 6 simply waits in utter, perfect silence. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The moment number 6's petrification is complete, her memories flood into Emil's mind, the two of them huddling together in the cold, all alone in the world with no one to protect them. All she wanted was to save her little brother. And yet, it was that little brother who in a sense saved her. The moment the petrification is complete, Emil sinks to his knees. The frozen sister and a little brother racked with sin. Alone in his cold cage, the two of them weep in a single silent voice. Daniel C. Norris, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. It was our combined power that destroyed the area. Whole existences, entire lives, even their memories. We took it all. We took everything. My sweet, gentle sister turned me into a monster. And the same thing will happen to me now that I gave her power. If my instincts as a weapon went out and destroyed me in the process, that power ends up hurting someone I love.
What have I done? I killed innocent people. I killed them all.
But you saved us. If it wasn't for you, we'd all be dead. We owe you.
But
It's all right. Really? Don't look back.
The sacrifice for Agnes.
We had best be off.
Yeah.
Save! Okay. Let's go. Back to Popola Opola.
Maybe Popol has found some information about the Shadow Lord. Let's drop by the village.
Very well.
I just learned something odd. Oh, really? What have you found out, Sega? So you know moose can dive 20 feet deep for underwater plants? No. No, I don't. I did not know that moose went diving for plants. Never thought about it. So due to this, one of their predators is the orca? I'm learning a lot of random moose facts today. Huh. That's a new one, for sure. What about leopard seals, then?
Hey, Popola.
Ah, you're back.
Have you learned anything more about the Shadow Lord's key?
I'm sorry, but it's going to take me some time yet.
I see. Well, can I take something off your plate in the meantime?
Oh, how about this? You know the ferryman with the red bag, right? Well, he's been skipping out on work lately. Can I ask you to go to Seafront and check on him?
Sure thing.
Used to Monster Hunter chat. Started holding the right bumper trying to run. And I realized it started shooting the magic.
This feels alarmingly familiar.
I'm sure that couple is merely having another one of their inane spats. Let us do our utmost not to get dragged into it this time,
No, I have to go straight south. I can't actually go through it.
Oh, you.
Yeah, Cyberpunk had another patch. Neat.
Oh, it's you.
Okay. So many baddies. Boink.
Yeesh. I don't think I've ever seen fog this thick before. Huh? What's that?
Oh, this is gonna be sad.
Oh God, it's over. My life is over.
What's wrong?
Oh, hey, I remember you. You're the ones who helped us out way back when.
Seeing as we've come all this way, I suppose we had best ask, what is the matter?
I had a fight with my husband, and he ran away from home.
Yes, yes. You may color me utterly flabbergasted.
But it's all that idiot's fault. I was saving up a bunch of apples, and he went and ate 10 of them.
That's actually sort of impressive.
Well, sure, I may have lost my temper a little, but I can't believe he just up and left. He's been gone for a week now, and it's...
All right, all right. We'll help you find him.
Really? Oh, thank you so much.
And here we go again. Shall we begin by asking around at the tavern like before?
Tavern, postman,
Hey, I'm looking for the guy with the red bag.
and then ship.
Really? Is that couple fighting again?
Yeah, the guy took off and hasn't been seen since. I take it this isn't a surprise?
Hardly. Their arguments are legendary. We're actually considering selling tickets as a tourist attraction. Anyway, I think he's from that village with the library. Maybe he
Oh god, we have to go all the way back first.
I think there was a guard there or something.
Thanks for the tip. I'll see what I can figure out.
Say.
Yeah.
Hard to believe a ship of this size managed to run aground. What was that? Hey, is someone there? Okay, I definitely heard someone cough just now. Maybe it's one of those kids from town? But where are they? There you are. What are you doing here, kid? And who are you, anyway? Were you a passenger on this ship, maybe? Hey, it's okay. You don't need to be scared.
Cool. Man, it's so weird seeing, like, I guess how they started?
To think that couple's petty squabbles have become something of an attraction for the locals.
Doesn't surprise me in the least. Seeing people like that puts a little spring in your step, you know?
You humans truly are a maddening bunch. Such buffoonery does little more than wear this old tome out.
I love voice. Yep.
Hey there. How you feeling? Well, your cough seems better at least. Check it out. I brought you some bread today. Oh, jeez. You must have been starving. Well, look, no one's gonna take this from you, so just take it easy so you don't choke on it, okay? So, what were you doing on this boat, kid? Actually, scratch that. First things first. I can't just keep calling you kid. You got a name? Well, this is going nowhere fast. Let's see. Louise. Yeah, what about Louise? I mean, it just sort of popped into my head, but what do you think? Guess you're okay with it. Well, it's nice to meet you, Louise.
We searched the southern plains back when the wife ran off too, right?
I believe we did, yes.
Lots changed since then. So it's kind of nice when we find something that hasn't. The fact that couple is still arguing almost fills me with, I don't know, hope, I guess.
If you ask me, that particular couple could benefit from a little change.
Ah. Roll, 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 rolling. Gold or oh my god, yes. How many of the eggs do we have? If we get one more giant egg, chat, we'll be able to upgrade our lance. And that would be nice. I would be happy about that. So I guess while we're visiting the brother, we'll run around town real quick.
Oh, hey, it's you. What's up?
You're related to the ferryman who carries a red bag around, right?
Yeah, he's my little brother. Haven't seen him in a while, though.
A shame. Have you any idea where he may have absconded to?
Not a clue. Like I said, I haven't seen him.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, but the last time I did see him, he said something about using his ferry to deliver letters. Maybe you should try talking to someone at the post office.
I guess we could ask the postman over in Seafront.
Just once, I would enjoy receiving a quest that can be solved in the general vicinity of the Asker.
I think my favorite part is that's a whole new quest. This is added specifically for Replicant. So it's just a meme in of itself. Alright. Eggs, please. Okay. Okay. Rip. Not looking good so far. That's from a different playthrough. Huh. Yeah, thanks for that work, Bumpin'. And welcome, welcome. A2J, welcome as well. Hope you're doing well. Okay. Rip, dude. I don't see another one. I wish I could just buy the eggs. So weird you can't. Maybe I can. I just haven't looked.
I worked it out. Shop here more often, yeah?
Thanks. Thank.
Rip, dude. Okay. Well, fingers crossed next time, maybe?
I suppose that...
Welcome.
Okay.
Blacks.
Shut. Fingers crossed next time, man.
I cannot believe how many trips we have made simply to track down a single man.
It's alright to do this kind of thing every now and then.
I only pray this is not the calm before some manner of storm. Say there, lad, have you ever penned a missive?
You mean a letter? No. I'm not big on writing. It always takes me forever to figure out what I want to say.
What's to figure out? One simply takes quill in hand and unleashes their soul upon the canvas of the page.
That's such a weird way to put that.
Whatever you say, Vice.
I like it, though. Chat, I haven't written a letter in years. Like, I feel like nowadays, everything's easier just to do, like, is a call, maybe? I don't know. It even seems a little bit more personal. It's weird.
Hey there, Louise. Say, where'd you get that red bag? Found it on the ship, did you? You kids are so darn curious about everything. Anywho, it's good to see you. Afraid I don't have any bread today, but I did bring you something. Here, it's a ribbon. Let me tie it in your hair for you. Well, what do you think? Pretty nice, huh? Huh. What's that on the floor? Oh, it's a mirror. Well, that's a stroke of luck. Let's go ahead and check out your new look.
Little Tracy
If
kid.
you go over there where it's brighter, you'll be able to see yourself more clearly.
Same dude. Hope you do well.
What's wrong? Don't you want to see? Oh, I see. You don't like sunlight. Guess your eyes are pretty sensitive after spending all this time in the dark, huh? Well, it's not like we can have you stay here forever. We should work on getting you out of here so you and me can go look at the sea together. How's that sound?
This storyline's getting darker and darker as time goes on, chat. Especially because we already know what happens. So it's like, oh. Oh. That's one of the weirdest parts about this. Because, like, most games, they're like, you know, you do a normal run of the game and you're done. That's not how Nier works.
Hey, Postman. Oh, sorry. You're not him.
I'm sure as hell not. I just swung by to pick up a letter and wound up running the damn place. Anyway, you here for a package or something?
No. There's this couple who's always fighting, and the husband took off. So I'm trying to track him down. Ring any bells?
Sorry, pal. You're asking the wrong guy. Still, that's pretty weird. My buddy's daughter took off too. Maybe running away is the cool thing to do now.
I find it exceedingly unlikely this pair of runaways is mere coincidence.
Any idea where she might have went?
That is the question, isn't it? Actually, you know what? I bet she went to check out the huge shipwreck that drifted into the inlet the other day. Not often something like that comes around. It's all the kids have been talking about.
I'm not ready, Chad.
Hey, Louise. I brought your food for today. What's wrong? Aren't you hungry? Huh. You haven't been eating much lately. Are you okay? Well then, let's try this. Yeah, sorry about that. It's called a song. Humming a jaunty tune is the best thing for putting a spring in your step. Songs are like a little bit of wisdom that makes the tough times easier. I love them personally. I mean, not that I'm any good at singing. Whoa, your voice is a bit rough there, but you're actually pretty good. You know, I knew someone who lived in the town lighthouse before she died. She used to hum this same song a lot. I heard it every time I stopped by to deliver something, and I guess it just kind of stuck. Of course, that was quite a while ago. Hey, are you trying to cheer me up? You are a kind soul, Louise.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sensing some really weird magic going on here, Sunshine. You feeling it too?
Yeah. Is it a shade?
Are you actually trying to think something through rather than just jumping in and killing?
What's wrong, Kaine?
Nothing. It's just... I'm sensing a presence from seafront. Something like a shade.
A shade in the town? That's not good.
Ooh.
A shipwreck, is it? I suppose we might as well investigate, seeing as how we lack any other tenable leads.
Right. Let's head for the inlet. Kaine. Emil. What's going on? I haven't seen you two come into Seafront in, well, ever, I guess.
Sorry for the surprise. Kaine said she sensed something strange in the area.
Strange how? Like a shade?
Maybe? Not sure. There's some kind of sound or something coming from up ahead.
What an incredibly specific piece of information the hussy has graced us with.
Okay, Wise.
What is it, Kaine?
Nothing. Let's get moving.
We're gonna need to figure out some way to get inside that thing.
This ship is in a state of wanton decay. Surely we can find a hole or some such. These planks seem to be covering a rather large hole.
Convenient.
We'll probably get in if we move them out of the way.
I'm worried about whatever it is Kaine is sensing. We should make sure we're really prepared before going inside.
So, were you able to write that letter? You know, now that I've taught you how. Not yet, huh? Well, there's certainly no reason to rush. You know, it makes me happy that you've taken such a shine to me. First time we met, I didn't have the foggiest idea what was going on in that head of yours. So, hey, I've been thinking. How about you come live with me? It might be kind of nice to have a daughter around. Not into it, huh? Guess I should have figured. I'm sad to hear it, but it's your choice.
This is so much more painful.
Huh? The floor's wet. Wait, is this blood? Oh dear. Are you...
Oh, baby, that is one hell of a smell. We got something real nasty nearby, eh, Sunshine? Come on, don't tell me you ain't picked up on it yet. You of all people gotta know what this smell means.
This ship is in poor condition indeed. Do try not to thrash about and bring its timbers down around us, hussy.
Whatever.
You sure you're all right, Kaine?
You really shouldn't push yourself. Hey, I've got an idea. How about you and me search outside and get some nice fresh air in the process?
Sure. Let's do that.
Sounds good. Take care of Kaine for us, Emil.
Emil is on the case. Come on, Kaine. Let's get the lead out.
This place is pretty gloomy. Having a hard time imagining any townsfolk hanging around here.
Well, as we've no other leads, let the search begin. We require a... Look there, on the floor. I believe...
We found ourselves a lantern, chat.
Wait, did you see that girl just now?
I did indeed. How on earth did she manage to get behind us? Perhaps she is the runaway we heard tell of at the post office. Best track her down and take her back to town with us. There's no one here.
Weird. It's like we just saw a ghost.
Oh, what foolishness. I am certain this room merely contains a secret passageway or the like.
Actually, yes.
What is with this ship anyway?
There may be clues somewhere that tell of how it ran aground.
It looks really dark up ahead.
Then perhaps we ought to make use of that lantern we just found,
What's this? An apple. It's a bit bruised, but it's not super old or anything.
I wager it was dropped by that fruit-loving ferryman with the red bag. Perhaps he absconded to this ship to wait out the storm after yet another spirited debate with his wife. Ah, goodness, what a troublesome couple.
Let's keep moving.
Alright, chat. Since this part kind of just drags, I think we'll speedrun a little bit.
What was that sound just now?
Sounds like it came from the floor above us. This barrel's been knocked over, and there's flour everywhere.
Surely it was toppled. Wait.
Yep.
Cast your eyes to the floor, lad. The missing child left white tracks in...
Okay.
Did you see that light?
A shame we...
Hang on.
First things first, we gotta drag this way. Now we go back through here. We move the device.
A hidden room. How delightful.
We go into the secret torture room. Yikes. Grab the key.
There don't seem to be any shades around, at least.
Fortunate for us. Now let no more time be wasted in our search for the townsfolk. The white track.
Wait.
Would it not be wise to explore the rooms on the floor above us?
No, we can just keep going.
Oh, damn. The hell is this smell?
Perhaps it is wafting from further inside. Just how many apples?
Let's keep...
Some of the apple. I'm curious what happens, because last time we just went this far and then stopped. Or we stopped before this. Okay.
Speak to me, lad. Are you hurt?
Been better, but I'll live. I can't see a thing down here. And what is that terrible stench?
I suspect we may have fallen into the ship's hold.
The lantern got away from me during the fall.
Is that?
Boys, that's it.
About time.
Okay.
Oh dear. Look at the bodies. They are all people from town. And I fear the missing ferryman.
Oh no. This can't be real. Why? Why did he? God damn it!
Pull yourself together, lad. Remember the presence Kaine sensed. The culprit who murdered these poor folk likely awaits us further within.
I won't let them get away with this.
Thanks. Yo, what's up, Viper? How you doing, buddy?